Welcome to CourtSide, where we sit on the sideline and we discuss sports as if we can do it better ourselves. I'm your host, Mr. 300. You guys know my co-host, the infamous The Bay to LA.
Yes, sir.
How you doing today, my brother?
Oh man, I'm glad to be back, brother.
Yes, man. It's glad to be back for
Long
another
overdue.
show. Yes, man. Last show we came with some real heat, man. I think the people like when we talked about Kobe and how he's progressed through his career and the rankings of the GOAT.
For sure.
And how we went in on Cam and Jalen Hurts, man. I think the interaction that we got from the people was really good, man.
Right.
So I enjoyed that show a lot. So hopefully we can bring that same fire today.
Come on, man. You know what we came to do.
Yes, we came to have a good time. If you guys like CourtSide, please like and subscribe to the show, man. Follow us on TikTok, YouTube, all social media platforms. But before we get started, man, any shout outs you want to give out to anybody?
Oh man, I had a great time, man. I was back out on the West Coast.
Oh yeah.
Visiting fam for the family reunion, you know. Getting some comments in the comment section.
Oh yes.
Hey man, appreciate everybody, the feedback, you know, and it don't cost nothing to press that button,
press
right?
that button, man.
Yeah, make sure that you keep liking that thing, man. And
liking
we gonna keep
and
coming with the
sharing,
hits.
man. All right, man, let's jump off into the show, man.
What we got?
Man, this couple of days ago, man, Shedeur Sanders made his debut on the football field, man. And I would say, man, looking at the numbers, man, this was one of the highest rating preseason football games in a long time.
Right.
The people like Shedeur, the fans were there, the Cleveland jersey was there, the number 12 jerseys was there. And Shedeur, he came out there and he did his thing. What was your take on Shedeur Sanders' performance and the growth that you've seen from him from college up until now into the NFL?
He doesn't look like a third or fourth string quarterback.
No,
out
he
there,
don't.
Man.
No, he don't.
He looked like somebody.
Yes.
At bare minimum, second string.
Second string, yeah.
You know, his play that first game, man, it was awesome. Where he's putting the ball, man, he was throwing dots out there, man.
Like his accuracy is on point. So
he was throwing dots.
Yeah. And that's why I'm with too. I think that his accuracy, his pocket presence, him being able to maneuver in the pocket, stay poised, and because those two touchdown passes were, he put it in a position to where only the receiver could catch it. And I think that's going to be his biggest attribute moving forward is how accurate he is. Because like I say, he can escape the pocket, but he's not looking to run down the field all the time. He's looking to hang out in that pocket and get that ball downfield. And I'm with you. I think he should be second on the depth chart. Right now,
at least
they still got him at fourth, and the only reason why I think they're doing that because of where he was drafted and the quarterback Gabriel was drafted before him. But I honestly believe though Flacco is going to be the starter. But I think as the season progresses, I think Shedeur is going to move up to number 2 because we hadn't seen Gabriel. Maybe we'll see him this weekend and get out there and play.
Right.
But Pickett, I think Pickett that's not it. And but Shedeur, to me, the fans want him. To me, he has that Johnny Manziel, that Baker Mayfield type of hype as far as with the fans. Like the fans want to see him, and I think that is what's gonna force Cleveland's hand to put him in the game this season. Like you can't sit him on the bench the whole season. He has to get out there. The fans are not gonna allow it. Like they're gonna as soon as if Flacco mess up. They put Gabriel in, they put Pickett in over Shedeur. The fans are going to let him hear it, man. To me, he has to get out on the field. Like, he proven himself this preseason game as far as what he can do on the field or whatever. So, and to say that he hadn't taken any number 1 rep to get out there and play the way he did.
That's interesting, man.
It says a lot about who he is as a quarterback and as a football player.
I look at it like this right here. When you look at the way his contract is constructed and that clause that he has in his contract as far as his name and likeness and how he's getting a lot more money than other players. And he wanted that in his contract, right? And this is a new precedent that he's setting, you know, for the leagues. He really trailblazing, man.
A lot,
Listen, he even if they keep him there as a 4th string quarterback, he's going to be making that money back off straight up jersey sales, man.
Yeah. Because
Deion Sanders, right? Prime time. His son is prime time box office That's what people want to see.
They want to see,
and
that.
You got to give those fans
what they want.
Really, what they want. You know, I mean, they come. Listen, they want to see a show.
They do, and he's able to bring that show because what we've seen in the preseason game is we didn't see a quarterback that was timid. Mm-hmm. We didn't see a quarterback that was scared. We saw a quarterback who was confident in his throwing ability.
Yeah.
And to me, those 2 touchdown passes he threw. Like he threw those like he been playing in the league for
it was on a string,
years.
man.
On a string, yeah. Like the accuracy is there. So to me, it's on a matter of time before you have to give that man his chance at a starting position, whether it's in Cleveland or whether it's somewhere else. The way Shedeur Sanders has taken over the league as far as the new face and everybody that's must see TV.
Yeah, you got a place he could go right now.
Man, New Orleans. I'm not even hesitating.
Who that?
Because from what I've seen in our preseason game,
y'all don't need Shedeur.
We should have guidance Shedeur Sanders.
You didn't.
Man, look here, man.
What y'all doing over there?
The way we came out and played in that preseason game, like Spencer, man, to me the play calling for him, it was conservative. You didn't let him get out there and do his thing.
Talk about it.
Then we put the rookie in and you let him air it out.
Right.
Like to me, I'm like, are we playing the numbers games to make the rookie look better than Spencer? But either way, I don't think either one of them are the answer. The answer is sitting in Cleveland. That was the answer. Why you think Tyrann Mathieu retired? I'm not finna be a part of this.
So you telling me New Orleans didn't want to be like the Eagles?
Man,
they ain't want that.
Man, look here, we could have had that in Shedeur. We had Shedeur was ready to go out there and really make a mark in New Orleans. Because
what would he have done for the city, man?
He'd have set the city on fire only because of who he is and who his pops is. Like. His style, his confidence, it fits with the city of New Orleans. And to me, New Orleans would have opened him with open arms. Like, we would have allowed him to be himself. They'd have ran with that. It'd have been billboard signs up now in New Orleans with the wrists in the air. To me, they'd have opened him with open arms, and he would have really. To me, he could have had the impact what Breeze did after Hurricane Katrina.
It'd have brought new life.
It would have. It'd have been that same type of impact. Like to me, that impact Breeze had after Katrina to me, same level because we hadn't shook him back since Breeze has left. Matthews, I'm retiring, man. I'm not finna.
But y'all passed on him.
I don't know why you passed on him, man.
Yeah, you know, man.
Man, and like I say, man, it was designed not to draft Shedeur Sanders because if the guy we got, I don't even want to say his name. The guy we got, and you mean to tell me you passed on Shedeur for that? Man. Now, granted, in the preseason game, he did look confident. I'm not gonna take that from our rookie quarterback. He did look confident in the preseason game as far as being in that pocket and throwing and putting it in the air. But to me, I don't think he's the answer. The answer is sitting in Cleveland, and they got a 4th on the depth chart.
And
that's Shedeur Sanders. He should have been in New Orleans. Yeah. He should have been our quarterback because he can,
I think the people in New Orleans deserve that, man.
We do.
Die-hard fans like that, they deserved it, man.
To me,
I feel bad for y'all.
That would have been a turning point in the city, man. Like, it really would have set the city on fire, man. Like, I think that confidence would really have been there as far as we have a chance to get back in the playoffs and make some noise this season.
Y'all would have been like Atlanta when they had Vic, man.
Man,
it'd have been something. Oh, but okay, hey man, you got what you got.
We got what we got, man. We got to roll with what we got, man. But anything else on Shedeur before we move on?
Nah, man. When you look at his pedigree, you know what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. He's seeing something out on the field that other quarterbacks aren't seeing because of who his dad was, and because of his straight up dedication to the game, man. Mm-hmm. He a solid player.
Yeah, he's solid.
He should have been drafted higher. We all know that. Hopefully somebody jump out there and
make a trade for him.
Yeah,
they're gonna have to because he is a franchise.
There's no way he should be sitting on that depth chart like that.
He's a franchise quarterback. Like granted, like anything else, there's always room for improvement.
Yes,
but the intangibles that he has right now, you can't teach that. Like that comes from your upbringing.
You got to be in. You're not on you, man.
And it definitely in him, man. And it's definitely in him. So, man, I see him being the starter. At least I'm gonna give it to week 6
for sure.
I'm gonna give it to week 6, man. But let's transition, man.
Okay.
Let's transition to let's go to Jerry World. Let's go to Dallas,
and don't
man.
forget, it don't cost you nothing to press that button.
That's it. Press the button, like, subscribe, man. But let's go to Jerry's world, man. Ooh. Let's talk about Jerry Jones, man. He's been in the news lately, man.
Yeah.
For one, shout out to Jerry Jones for beating cancer. I know he came out. I think it was yesterday that he's a cancer survivor. He was a part of this new treatment that they came out with, this test treatment. And he said he was a part of it, and he actually beat the cancer that he had. I don't remember what type of cancer he had,
right?
But he did beat the cancer. So shout out to him for beating cancer and preserving his his legacy with the Dallas Cowboys. But let's get off into him not wanting to pay Michael Parsons first, man. What is it? Why? What is it with the not wanting to pay your star players?
Listen, man. Y'all, at this point, we should understand who Jerry is, man.
Yes. Who is Jerry? Let's talk about it.
Jerry is the Vince McMahon of the NFL.
That is true.
He's the Vince McMahon. Listen.
Yes, he is.
It's not only, it's sports entertainment.
Yes, and they are America's team.
Listen, he keep telling you this.
Yes, sports entertainment.
So it's got to be a little bit of this, the banter.
Yes,
I got to keep him in the headlines for something.
Yeah.
As far as Jerry paying people, listen, the man paid Tony Romo.
Ooh.
Don't tell me who he won't pay.
Yeah, he paid.
Listen, he gonna square him away and knock it out. But before he does that, he has to. This is part of Cowboys culture. Because listen, they're not winning this year. No. And I don't want no Cowboy fans coming up, because y'all know what's happening. I don't want no Cowboy fans coming out of the woodwork talking about y'all going to the Super Bowl this year, because you're not.
It's not going to happen.
But listen, you got an owner who's keeping you in the headlines, keeping your name alive,
and keeping you playing prime time
playing
games.
Subpar football,
and keep you.
Shout out to Jerry, man.
Because if you think about it, subpar football, man. Like when we say subpar, really subpar football, because you're always having prime time games. Thursday night, Sunday night games, like you're in the spotlight. They're still running with the America's team. You're getting all these deals. Like the worth, like the worth of the team is still sky high. And it's like, you're right. No matter, this is Jerry's world, and Jerry is keeping the Dallas Cowboys in the spotlight, win or lose, because the Cowboys hadn't played meaningful football in a long time or whatever. And I think the Michael Parsons thing is just to keep them in the spotlight, because Jerry Jones said, "Don't worry about it.
He gonna pay it."
Because he even had Denzel on First Take talking about Jerry Jones, and he don't like what's going on.
Who you talking about?
Jerry Jones.
Come on, who? Denzel?
Denzel, man,
one of the greatest to ever do it.
Man, the GOAT.
Okay,
Denzel was talking about Jerry Jones and how he didn't like what was going on in Dallas and how things needs to change. But again, Jerry Jones, he knows what he is doing. He's the owner. He's the GM. Who's going to tell him anything different? Jerry knows what he's doing. Like I said, I believe Michael Parsons will get his money. But again, this is just to build some hype throughout the preseason.
He's doing a good job, man.
He kind of taking a number out of LeBron book, like always having something to steal the spotlight from what's going on in the NBA. I'm gonna do something to always to revert the attention back.
I'm gonna tell you something.
What's that?
Stephen A is on a mission
to do what?
And everything LeBron built, he coming to tear it down.
Man, that's not gonna happen, man.
But let's stay. Let's stay focused.
Let's stay focused, man. But like I say, Jerry knows what he's doing. Jerry's gonna pay Michael Parsons. I feel like Jerry is one of those owners and GMs to where like I'm gonna keep the reins long as I can, because I built this into $1 billion franchise. You know what I'm saying?
You wouldn't know what to do if he didn't stay in the headlines.
Yeah, you're right.
It wouldn't be the same if he just sat back and he didn't say nothing and he just let everybody operate. He stayed out of the media. It's not the same thing.
It's not the
Y'all
same.
know that.
Like I say, it's like LeBron. I got to interject somewhere along the preseason to keep the attention on us, and that's going to keep me in the headlines. That's going to keep First Take, all these other sports media outlets. That's going to keep us talking about what's going on in Dallas. Because Dallas, like you say, hadn't won. I think Dak Prescott, only won 2 playoff games from my understanding.
Man, that's a lemon. That's what Bubba said.
And he got paid all that money. And he got paid all that money.
Trash. That's what he said.
For real. But again, it's because of who your owner is and what he's been able to do. But we'll see what Dallas does this year.
Because Dak got a contract too, don't he?
Yeah, he do. Got a stupid contract, and he's going to get his money, and he's building that mansion in Dallas. You know,
wow.
Yeah, man.
He take care of his people.
Yeah, he do.
Why? I don't know sometime, but he take care of his
Michael
people.
Parson is up next, man. He's gonna get his money, man, and I think it's gonna be cool, man. All right, man. So let's jump off into the military, man.
Let's talk about it, man.
Man, I know you recently retired from the military.
Yes, sir.
Or whatever. I'm still currently serving in the military, man. 23 years in, man. Year 23.
Cool.
Come on, man. Let's rocking and rolling, man. We've been doing our thing, man.
Yeah.
But there's been some hot topics going on in the military, and right now the number one hot topic is the beard policy, man. The new policy that came out with the beards, and how with the shaving of the beards and the process people have to go through in order to keep their profiles. It is phases to it as far as shaving and going to the dermatologist, going to the doctor. Yeah. It's not as simple as saying I have an issue with my skin and I need this this policy. So, and they have been putting some stern things in the policy as far as if this is not corrected, your command can opt to have you removed from the military. Now that is severe, and at the end of it, which I don't think that's gonna happen. No, I don't think any unit is gonna go that far with it. But again, you never know. So, what is your take on this new beard policy and how it has evolved over the years?
Well, I can talk about it.
Yeah, go ahead, talk about it. I can talk about it too.
I can talk about it. I'll say this right here. I'm kind of conflicted.
Yeah.
I do understand just wanting a beard.
Yes, just wanting
in the
a
military.
Beard. Yes.
Bump if I got, if I got what kind of medical issue. Listen, I just want one. I just want a beard.
I just want one, yeah.
I also understand a thing that is some people who have medical issues and that those hairs will grow back into their skin and create those bumps. I get that 110%.
Yeah.
What I've been seeing is when you looking like Isaac Hayes.
Yes.
When you got the Rick Ross going on, and it's like everything tapered up.
Yes.
And it's looking like, hold on, brother.
I just want a beard.
And I'm not going to say brother because we're not the only people with beards. But I feel like it's people who are abusing it. And again, I'm an old soldier.
Yeah.
So to me, it looked crazy. Just for the simple fact that back when I had just the mustache, dude, that used to be frowned upon. If
it came,
they ain't playing with the mustache. Having a mustache was frowned upon.
Yeah.
When I went to air assault, man, that daggone instructor asked me about my mustache. Guess what I did the next day?
You shaved it.
Man, I just cut it off, man.
Cut it off.
Because guess what? I said I didn't want to smoke with it.
With nobody. Because
I just want to get through here.
I don't want to be a target.
Right. So, I mean, it's a fine line, man. When you seeing stuff, it's like, okay, well, where does it end? And you got the beards, you got the hair. I done seen some crazy looking.
Yeah.
They stuffing the hair in the hat. I'm like, we doing this in the army? What's going on?
But see, and like I said, I'm gonna go back to, because like I said, I'm an old soldier as well. I remember to get a no shaving profile, it was an act of Congress. Yeah, like your skin really had to be bumping up to where, like, if you shaved one time, you bumped up, and the razor bumps. It looked like a Nestle Crunch on your face. And even if you had the shaving profile, you still had to shave. You would shave like once a week, twice a week. Right. You couldn't line it up. Like nothing could be lined up because it would irritate your skin. Right. And like you say, I understand of wanting to have a beard. Absolutely. In the military. And my take on it is, I think that's what brought about this change, because people wanting to have a beard in the military and running with that and going to get it lined up, going to get it faded and all that stuff, which I get. One, like I say, wanting to have a military, but I do think people have taken advantage of it. And
you had that. You had the eyelashes as well.
Yes.
What
so,
we doing?
But again, when they came out with the new policy as far as the natural hair, the eyelashes, like say everything. So I think that opened the doors for what we are seeing now when it comes to the beards and everything else. Because it's like anything else. If I give somebody something, they're going to take it a step further to see how far I can get away with. Like how much I can get away with before you do something else.
So what do we look? My thing is, what is the purpose of lowering the standards?
Yeah, I think at one point it might have been to draw in a younger crowd, to get more recruits in. Because you think about it, it was a point to where you didn't have to carry your profile anymore, and people couldn't ask you for it.
Yeah, because it's HIPAA.
It's HIPAA. Yeah, so whether I had a shaving profile or not, I can say, yeah, I got one.
And you can't ask me about it.
You can't ask me about it. Like, you can't say, let me see your profile like we was when we was younger. Let me see your profile.
Yeah.
And if you didn't have it, you was going back up to the barracks and shaving it.
For sure.
So I think as a whole, we might have got caught up in the newness of what the world expected of the military or whatever. And instead of staying true to what the military has been all about these years. Because you think about the military as a whole is a world within itself. Yeah. You think about it, our active duty base has schools, grocery stores, housing, churches. It has everything you need. You don't have to go outside the active duty base for anything. Unless you just want to. You got Chili's on poles, you got restaurants, you got barbershops, you got salons, you have the PX. Like, you can literally stay on post and not go anywhere because they provide everything that you need. So, but I think as a whole, we might have got caught up in what the changes of the world, and we try to implement that into the military, and we see that doesn't work. So now the dropping of the hammer with the beard policy, to me, is only just the beginning.
That's a hammer?
I'm just saying, like, as far as what needs to happen in order to go back to how it was beforehand, as far as getting a no shaving profile. Because now you have to go through steps. You have to shave, and then you have to go back for treatment to see how it's reacting. Right. And then they have to shave again. So it's like 4 phases that you have to go through in order to make sure to say, hey, you know what? This soldier deserves this no shaving profile.
I remember back in the day, man, they wouldn't let you step in front of no formation looking like that, though.
No, they wouldn't.
Real talk.
And I agree, like I say, and it's hard for like older soldiers to see what's going on now. And like I say,
and I'm not mad at it. No, it's just different. It's different to me.
Like,
that's all.
A lot of soldiers that I've seen coming through, they do need a shaving profile, but then again, you see some soldiers who don't need it, and they have taken advantage of the situation, and now you make it hard for the soldiers who actually need the profile. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, and like I say, I'm with you. I understand the fact of wanting to have a beard in the military.
In the military, yes.
But also not needing it as well. And me not needing it, I'm gonna see how far I can get away with it, because I'm gonna have that thing lined up. And that's what you've been seeing from a lot of young soldiers is, I got this thing looking like I just stepped out the barbershop.
And I'm just gonna say this, man. The focus need to be on trooping. Yeah. You know, and I got like your personal appearance and whatnot. Yes, we always want to keep, good, hygiene and your personal appearance and whatnot. But when we start getting sidetracked and it's just too much with, with like, okay, how can I aesthetically, like some people just want to be individuals. Like, I want to look different within a uniform instead of, hey man, you need to be working on trooping, and working on your lethality and what you really doing here.
And now I'm gonna say this, as far as the beard itself, me personally, at this stage of my career and what I've seen throughout the years, I don't have a problem with it if they put some guidance out for it. As far as, let's say if they pass the beard, say you cannot wear beards in the military. Okay. To me, there will have to be some guidance on it as far as how thick it can be.
And just leave it alone.
And just do it like that. Like, I felt like that's the direction it was going in, because how they made it so much easier for people to get the no shaving profile, but it didn't go that way.
Well, when they start doing that, then you start slipping on all kind of other stuff. So then, I'm seeing troops, it almost look like dreads.
So
in the hat. And then you got, it's the eyelashes. Then I didn't see the piercings. It's and we putting the bandit. What we doing?
And we couldn't get away with none of that.
No.
Like it was a high and tight. Or you was bald.
If you showed up and your hair wasn't cut,
man, they was making you leave right then and there to go get a haircut. Yeah. So you could even show without a haircut. So like I say, times has changed, and I think it has changed a lot, man. And while we talking about times has changed, man, let's go over to like the cultural of the military as a whole from when we first got in to where we see, because you think about it, we done been through about 3 different uniforms, the BUs, the ACUs,
for sure,
not the DCUs, and for, you know what I'm saying, like, so the shining of the boot. So like I say, a lot has changed since we've been in the military, man. So let's talk about the culture, man. And I'll start off by saying the culture of the military from when I first got in, it was no nonsense. Like you did what you was told, right? You know what I'm saying? You showed up looking a certain way, and you was a soldier first. You know what I'm saying? Right. The individuality wasn't in there. Everybody looked the same. Everybody walked the same. Everybody talked the same. The lingo was the same. Everything was done a certain way. We walk on the right hand side of the hallway. You know what I'm saying? And to me, that gets me now walking through airports.
Do they still do the greeting of the day?
I'm not sure. I
done seen them just walk past, sorry.
That's what I'm saying.
Man,
so
you supposed to be?
Like the culture of it, to me, it is different. I think now as a whole, it is a little more lax.
A little?
Yeah, hey, I'm gonna go with it. It is.
I can say it's a whole lot.
It's a little more lax.
It's too much.
Like soldiers
a lot lax.
Soldiers are able to get away with a whole lot more, because if you think about it, basic training has changed.
My thing is, who are they getting away with it? When we say they're getting away with it, these fundamental things as far as discipline, this is for the troop.
Yeah.
This is for your survivability.
Yeah.
So when you miss some of these things, or nonchalant, or certain things don't matter. Well, listen, certain things travel with you.
Yeah, they do.
And eventually, if you practice something long enough, you get good at it.
Yeah.
So I'm slacking home station.
Yeah.
So you telling me you gonna click that light on when they call you up and it's time to rock and roll?
Yeah, it don't happen like that.
Nah.
It's not gonna happen.
And that's not to say that you have to do all those things to be a great
leader,
soldier.
Yeah.
But certain things, fundamental things, are for the betterment of the troop, and when we don't enforce that.
But I will say that now, I think the military the Army is trying to get back to that, because now they're talking about extending BLC to 6 weeks to where they get those fundamental skills and that one-on-one soldier, you know what I'm saying? Like that E5 one-on-one, you get that at BLC. So I think now we're trying to get back there, because we starting to see like how we were before as a whole. It's starting to get away from that. So I think extending BLC for what the talks are will help kind of instill those fundamental skills back into being that leader on that E5 level, or being that E4 who's about to get their E5, kind of bring them along the way to where like you can learn those fundamental skills. When we talk about land nav,
right?
When we start talking about marching soldiers, PRT, we start talking about public speaking. When we start talking about CIT, skill level 1 training,
right?
You know what I'm saying? Well, we talking about the low crawling, the classes for the bandages and stuff like that. Like doing those type of training, I think we're starting to push that back into the forefront. Because you know what I'm saying? If you didn't know your skill level 1 training, like your basic training, the regular degular, like that sets you up as an NCO. If you can teach the skill level 1 training to your soldiers, then you're setting them up for success or whatever. So I think the military as a whole is trying to get back to that. But I think we maybe lost our way a little bit.
We better hurry up and find it.
So now we're trying to find our way and get back to where we used to be, as far as being that dominant force, to where you have troops who can get out here and lead and train other soldiers who's coming up behind them. Because
this is one thing that I really do feel.
Yes.
I feel like these soldiers of today are a lot intellectually smarter.
They are.
They know so much. Like
they are. They
all stars.
Yeah.
When we don't cultivate it properly, and sometimes you got to put pressure on certain ones so that they can figure certain things out, to really shine, so that diamond can shine, apply that pressure.
Shine bright.
You know, when we don't give them that, we are doing them a disservice.
Yes.
I mean, listen, you're going to learn one way or another. My preference is, if you learned it, why not learn it here, where we're training, we do all these things? Because if you got to go in country, you will learn, but you're going to get a crash course.
You're going to get a crash course.
And you ain't got all day to figure it out.
You ain't got all day to figure it out. And you're right. And like I said, and like you say, the soldiers are today are a lot smarter. Like I said, we have the internet now. They read more, they understand better, and they process things a whole lot better. And now young soldiers now in the Army have a voice. They have an opinion. When we first came up, it wasn't no opinion. Like,
ain't nobody talking.
You did what your E6, your E7, your first sergeant, your sergeant major command. You did whatever they said. Now the voice has changed, and I think when young soldiers go through these different schools like BLC, ALC, SLC, that voice is heard, especially at BLC. Like, they're able to communicate and talk on a level of how I feel and what I think about situations. Because you see at BLC, when we teach, we're not instructors anymore. Right. We are facilitators. Yeah. And I remember when we used to teach, you always ask the class, what is the definition of facilitator? Yeah. What is a facilitator? And everybody would look and maybe want to get it to make easy. Yeah. Now at BLC, my job is to make your job easy. Right. Like, how do I facilitate this conversation, or how do I facilitate this training so you can understand it at your level? Because we know now all soldiers learn at a different level and at a different pace. So how can I reach everybody at that level of learning? And I think that's where the struggle comes in for like a lot of older leaders, because it's like, when I came up, it was like, hey, you do it this way. This is the only way. Now there's several ways to get it done. Right. What is the best course of action? And like, we come up with 3 to 5 cores, right? Now we got to debate which one of these cores we're going to run with in order to accomplish the mission. It wasn't like that. Right. It was always, hey, this is what we're doing. If you don't like it, so what? So now these young soldiers have a voice, and I think that plays a lot into what we see today, because they understand my voice is valuable, and I'm going to speak. I'm going to say how I feel. Right. Or whatever.
One thing that, and I agree with every point that you made. One thing that I was curious about, are there corporals anymore?
Yes.
They still got corporal? Because I'm like, when the last time I seen...
Yeah, but the corporal is not respected as much as it used to be.
And that's, I'm showing my age, because when you saw a corporal, basically you're the junior NCO.
You
like, that's where
E5,
you learn like leadership. You're getting your taste of leadership. Yep. I'm not quite an E5, but I do have authority. You know, to a certain degree. To where I'm seeing folks and they're making them E5. But you ain't never led nobody. I'm making you E6. You've never led anyone. So it's all about being able to deal with people. Where do you pull from?
What do you pull from?
When I haven't led anyone. I have the rank, but I don't have the experience.
And I might have the knowledge that goes with the military, but like you say, I don't have the experience.
Real world.
As far as leading soldiers, as far as dealing with, because we talk about it all the time. When you dealing with the E1, the E2, the E3, the E4, 95% of their problems had nothing to do with the military. It has everything to do with what's going on outside the military, whether it's family, whether it's money, whether it's kids, whether it's find somewhere to stay. Those are the problems that most soldiers come in contact with. As a leader, where do I pull from to get them headed in the right direction? Because if I can make sure that their home life is straight, training them how to be a soldier, that's gonna be easy. Because we know when we go on deployment, soldiers get that phone call about Jody. They get that phone call about the money gone.
Yeah, the money.
They get that phone call that somebody has passed away.
They people done spent that money.
They get those phone. Soldiers rarely have issues with the military while they're in the military. As far as something that's happened, it's always situations outside the military. So how do we as leaders combat that? What type of training or what type of resources that we make sure our soldiers know about that they can reach out to when something happens or whatever? And I think that's maybe some of the stuff that a lot of soldiers, I say a lot of leaders deal with. And while we're talking about it, let's transition to what else on some difficulties that you've seen throughout your year that a lot of leaders might deal with.
Well, I would say as you get older in the military, not necessarily that you phase out, but you start looking at yourself like, I'm from the GY era.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So I start telling you about like my deployments and whatnot, and you don't have any, and the age and everything, and it's just it's like it's different generations, and with anything, it's time for hey, some of the older ones to phase out, step aside. Someone else needs to step up, who's more of the era, to lead and whatnot. But I know I definitely saw that as a challenge as you start to get older. Yeah, once you start hitting like over 20, like, hey man, it's almost time to get up out of here. It's almost time to get out of here. And you're right, man. And I'm with you. So, and like I said, I would say some challenges some leaders face is being able, like you say, to relate to the younger soldiers. And not say that relate as far as we're buddies and we're cool and we listen to the same music, but as far as being able to, how do I reach them to where you understand, to where it's not about the Charger, it's not about the Challenger, it's not about the money, it's not about the starter pack. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like the E4 starter pack. It's not about that. It's like, how do I reach you to understand that the military is a small part of your life, and you can use the military to set you up for success later on in life. Because now we teach TSP, we teach retirement, we teach all these things about trying to set soldiers up for success later on. But we talk about insurance, TRICARE. But when you're 19, 20, none of that stuff matters. So how do I relate that to you on your level right now in order for you to grasp it and understand that, hey, I'm going to need this TSP. Right. Because these 10 years, 20 years going to go by quick. Just like that. This TRICARE is I'm going to need that once I start having a family or whatever. How do we as leaders relate that to the younger soldiers to get them to understand, like, hey, all these resources that you're not worried about right now, you're just showing up, whether you're in the guard or active duty. I'm in the guard, I'm just showing up for drill. I need my couple $100 for drill because I don't want to be here. I'm ready to go back to school, or I'm ready to go back to mother job, or I'm a young soldier on active duty. How do I take advantage of everything that's offered to me, whether it's the VA loan, whether it's, like I said, TRICARE, whether it's TSP, or whether it's the school benefits. Right. How do I take advantage of those 4 or 5 things within my first 6 years of my contract, or whatever? How do we relate that to the younger soldiers? And I think that's one of the biggest challenges that I've seen being a leader. As far as being able to relate that to the soldiers and get them to grasp it and understand it, to where, like, hey, they like, you know what, I need to take advantage of this stuff right now, because, like I say, 20 years, 10, 15, 20 years go by really, really quick. Yes. And then you look up, and I got a family, 2 or 3 kids. You know what I'm saying? I'm still an E5, and I'm supposed to be an E7, or about to get or need to get my master sergeant rank. So that stuff can really trip up a soldier and leave a bad taste in their mouth about the military when they don't take advantage of things that's presented to them. So what were some things that you've done in your career to kind of help mold and shape those young minds as far as taking advantage of some of this stuff? I mean, I look at it like you're not going to reach everybody.
That is true.
But who you can reach and make an impact with, then you do that. There's always a leader for someone that's going to get through to them. You may not be that leader. Yes, you try to reach as many as that you can. I know just on the financial side, like I will always, holler at them, and put them up on game about understanding the value of saving money, the value of having money move out like a soldier, right? Like if you just got your money in savings, like it ain't doing nothing. Like you gotta put it to work. But showing them how to do it. So, talking about crypto, talking about stocks, talking about IRAs, different things of that nature, showing them, hey, I can put money in here and I can get dividends from that later. And once they start seeing it, sometimes they have to see it. Yes. Like, let me see what you talking about, Sarge. You talking about, and that's what we used to do. Okay, this is what you do, but I don't ever see you riding around. So when they see you in a nice car, when they see you on these nice trips and whatnot, and it's like, oh, okay, now I see what he's talking about. It ain't like he poor, broke, and hungry. No, he actually doing it. He just talking. He actually doing, and they helping soldiers to understand that the military is not all about, do you have a military discount?
at your place of business, and not only about can I get 2 free bags whenever I take a trip. So the military is more than that. And like you say, it's about investing. It's about setting you up to where after your career is over with, what am I rolling into next? Because again, the military, like I tell people all the time, when it comes up military, the military is not who I am, it's what I do. It's a small part of me or whatever. It's not everything, but the military has helped set me up to be financially stable. Right. To help to instill discipline within me, to help me be a good husband, a good father, and a good role model in the community or whatever. And also being able to be a good businessman at the same time, because all of those attributes and competencies that I've learned in the military, I applied it into my everyday life or whatever. And I think as leaders in the military, we need to reach those young soldiers on those levels that we've been talking about when it comes to the finances, when it comes to being a husband, when it comes to being a father, when it comes to be financially secure. That's how we reach those young soldiers, because they want the Chargers. Yeah. They want the scat packs or whatever. They want the Hemis. They want the clothes. They want all that. But like as leaders, we have to be able to relate and reach them at that level and show them how the military can help you attain all those things that you want. But you got to be willing to put in the work and make some sacrifices to get to where you want to be.
I know another thing too.
What's that?
Is showing them how to build something up.
Yes.
Hold on. How to build it up and how to ruin it and mess it up. No, I'm for real.
I'm with you.
How to ruin it.
Seen it. Yeah.
And for it to all go away.
All go away, yes.
But show them about how when you can reinvent yourself.
Yes, you can. Yes.
You can change the narrative.
Yes, you can.
And you can start building back.
Back.
Right? And you can get double fold.
Yes.
What it was that you lost in the fire, right? So it ain't all about, hey, you do this right, and this is how it look. No, hold on. I'm going to show you how I did it, how I wanted to do it, and how it was also great, and I messed it up. But now let me show you how I double back.
Yes, because
and I reinvent this thing, and now I know how to sustain this.
Because you see it all the time. Folks mess up, get Argon 15s.
Yeah.
Get demoted.
Yeah.
And then be your sergeant majors. 10 years later. Yeah, go and be your sergeant majors, because I done been through enough.
Yes.
In order to, like I say, to relate to you about messing up, getting in trouble, doing things you're not supposed to do. Now look at me. You can be the same person.
Right.
So, and I think as leaders, like I say, but that's the biggest thing. Like, how do we reach and relate to these young soldiers? And you're right. When you hit year 20, it's like, all right, man, I'm ready to.
Yeah, it's about time.
It's about time. But again, I have to make sure within my 20 years that I have trained enough soldiers under me to where they can take over. I always tell leaders when we was teaching that you're training your soldiers under you. You're training them to take your spot.
Yes.
You're training them to be you or to be better than you. You don't want to hold all the knowledge. You don't want to hold all the information. You want to be able to leave and they either maintain what you created or take it to another level.
Right.
So that's the goal of a leader.
That mentorship.
To provide purpose, direction, and motivation.
That's it.
That's it right there, right?
Man, that sounds good, man.
Purpose, direction, and motivation. I'm giving you purpose by telling you what the military can offer you. I'm giving you direction by telling you what to do in order to get there. The motivation comes in with me in your ear every day, not letting you give up. Not just saying it, but doing it. So like I say, that's our goal as leaders in the military. Purpose, direction, and motivation. Man, I
like that. That sounds
it sounds good.
Yeah.
Give me chills up.
Come on, man.
If you can provide those 3 things as leaders, I guarantee you're going to leave a mark with your young soldiers,
for sure.
So and that's the biggest thing, man. But again, hey, man. Hey, man, I know.
Is it that time?
It's that time, man. We dove off into the military, man, and we can talk about this for a couple of hours, man.
We're gonna keep running this back, man.
Yes, we're gonna keep talking about the military, man, because I know we always touch on the military, and we always get good responses about our military take, and we have a lot of years of experience. We have close to 60 years of experience sitting here as far as the military, and we have a lot of stories to tell, a lot of experience and a lot of things that we've been through as young soldiers, middle-aged soldiers, and old soldiers, retired soldiers, a soldier who might be getting there in the next few years, man. But I think our platform and what we've been doing so far, we earned the right to talk about the military and talk about the highs, the lows, and where do we think we need to go as a whole in order to continue to get better.
And we continue to, every time we talk about the subject, we get so much feedback from the military community, you know, because there's so many of us out here at different stages and phases. You know, so again, man, make sure, hey, it don't cost you nothing to press that button.
That's it. Like, subscribe, man, share, man. All right, guys, you've been listening to CourtSide, where we sit on the sideline and we talk about sports as if we can do it better ourselves. I'm your host, Mr. 300. Guys know my co-host, the Bay to LA.
In a minute.
Hope you guys have enjoyed yourself. See you guys on the next one.